As these cars head into qualifying, we're going to take you over to our national anthem.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the rampart we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And welcome here tonight, folks, to another beautiful night of racing here at Iowa Speedway, here for the T-Rex Truck Series. Got 136 laps tonight. Currently, the top person on the board for qualifying will be the number 1 of Stephen Page, with a time of a 23:099. I'm Zach Merkel up here in the booth tonight, and we're going to try and do as best as we can here tonight for this broadcast, and we hope you stay tuned. Seeming so far, the closest person to get to that number 1 of Stephen Page will be the number 90 of Trey Hoovler. Just 7 thousandths of a second back, running only 0.04 miles per hour slower. As now we head down to the rear of the field here. You get your starting lineup here for tonight. Starting in first, in the number 1, running the fastest time of a 23:099. The number 1 of Stephen Page. Starting on the outside pole here tonight in the number 90, running a lap time of 23:106. The driver of the number 90, Trey Hoovler. Starting in third, on the inside, the number 83 of Jack Wall. Starting in fourth, in the number 92 on the outside, Paul Whiteley. Starting in fifth, in the number 27 here tonight, the driver of the number 27 from New York as well, Blake Majulis. If I get these names wrong, I do deeply apologize. The number 46 of Philip Martin on that outside lane, heading into the next row. Starting in 7th on the inside, the driver of the number 17 here tonight, Tommy Haynes. As these cars start to roll off here, in 8th, the number 26 of Dale Albright. Starting 9th, in the number 2, Dustin Phillips. In 10th, the number 74, Ryan Samsell. And that will round out your top 10 here tonight for the starting grid. As they're coming around into turn 3 and 4 here, getting ready to drop the green flag. The pace car will dive in.
Green flag.
Green flag will wave, and they are going. As we see a little rear stack up in the field. Cars seeming to straighten out though, as that number 90 surges on that outside lane, coming in through turn 1 and 2. We get that great run going on to the outside. Going into turn 3 and 4 here, the number 1 will look to the low lane. Number 1 onto the inside of the number 90 here, going down the front stretch. Can't make it happen. Going to try again, looking low, going into turn 1 and 2. As now that number 92 is going to use that high lane to his advantage here, and gets past that number 1, as now Stephen Page is falling back just little by little here, seeming to try and get that low lane to work. As now the 92 has to check up a little bit with the 90 in front of him, going a little slower, as that 1 will take advantage of the outside lane, going into 1 and 2. As the 92 slides up the track a little bit, getting a little too close for comfort to the number 1. Coming out of turn 1 and 2, going into 3 and 4, the 1 with the advantage. As that 27 now looking onto the outside here of the 92, lurking behind. Not far behind him will he have the number 46 of Philip Martin. As we'll take it to the rear of the field here a little bit, where there's a lot more action seeming to go on here. As we got the number 3 of Dustin Ping and the 28. The 28 of Calvin Allison. Fighting for position number 11. As it looks like the number 28 will get the advantage going into 1 and 2. We'll take that position as now the number 75. Tried to make a move and just couldn't make it happen. Now that 28 starts to lurk up onto the 26. As we're going to see that 2 slide up a little bit. And he's going to start losing some position coming out of that. Coming out of turn 4, you could see him slide up just a little bit. Maybe got a little loose there on the rear end. Had to catch the car, and it's going to cost him some position. As now he seems to gain the momentum back. Hasn't gained the position yet. As we're going to see that 17 and 83 get a little close. Rubbing bumpers there. As we go back up to the front of the field here with the number 90 still in the lead. Got the number 1 into second position now. Trying to use that low lane again to his advantage, and he's going to get a great run off turn 3 and 4 there. Right on the rear bumper of the number 90. Where will the number 1 put his nose? 90 takes the low lane. 1 will try the high lane. Doesn't seem to work as the number 92 looks to the low of number 1. Can't seem to get it there as the 1 gets the momentum out of turn 2. 92 going to try his nose under the low lane here, see if he can make it stick. He cannot, and he's going to lose time to the number 1 as the number 1 starts to gain that position back. Currently only about 1/10 behind that leader, right up onto his bumper there. Leader's going to take that low lane. Seems to be the lane that the number 1 likes. Going to protect it, try to slow him down. Now that 1's going to get a great run off of turn 2. Going to go down low into turn 3 and 4 here, as now the number 90 has to try and fight that number 1 off. Number 1 going to not be able to get that run off the turn, though, that he would like to get. As now the number 1 loses just a little bit of time to that number 90. Going to gain it back up there in turns 1 and 2, though. Going to see what he can do in 3 and 4 again. He's going to follow the same line as the 90. Going to see what he can do. As, we're getting a little blinking from the number 1 as he does reappear. Blinking is a connection issue between you and the iRacing servers, which causes your car to quotation marks blink out of the server. As we'll take it to the rear of the field here, we got the number 04 of Jordan Beck, looking to try and take advantage of the number 2 of Dustin Phillips. Right on the bumper, bumper to bumper for 4 or 5 cars in a row here. Making for some good close racing. Ooh, the number 2 gets a little swirly entering turn 3. The number 4 takes the advantage on the low lane. He's going to come up. Door slams. The number 2 is still side by side down the front stretch. Going into turn 1. The number 4 on the low lane. 2 takes that higher lane. 4 trying to do anything to make that car stick. Going to get a good run. Not good enough to get by that number 2. Got some beautiful weather here tonight at Iowa with a great air temperature of about 68 degrees. Track temp the same. No humidity at all with a beautiful clear sky. Iowa Speedway only about almost about 0.9 miles long. Not even a mile long. Located in Newton of As we got some side-by-side racing up here between the 13 and the 17. Going into turn 3 and 4. 17 can't get the run out of the turn. The number 4 is going to start taking advantage of the number 17. Try that high lane. Gonna put his nose onto the outside there. Ooh, 17 blocks. 04 down low. Going into turn 3 and 4. Number 04 makes the car stick. Will he get the run he wants out of turn number 4? 17 with the momentum on the high side. 4 still at the advantage. Going into 1 and 2. 4 tries to come up a little bit and block. Can't make it happen. Door to door. Coming out of turn 2, the 17 with the momentum on the high side. Passes number 04. Will clear him, and now the number 2 will try to take advantage of the 04 as he loses his momentum fighting that 17. Not too far behind him will be the number 9 of Brian Bizzle. Looking to see what he can do, maybe take advantage of 2 people fighting. As now the number 2 looks to the inside of the number 04. Can't seem to make it happen, but the 04. Ooh, close racing here. Back up to the front of the field, the number 9. Trey Hoovler still taking this field to a lead. Got about almost 5/10 of a second between him and the number 1 now. As between the 2nd place car and the 3rd place car is about almost a second and a half. As now we're seeing tires start to fall off a little bit here. Ooh, we're going to see some great side-by-side racing going into turn 1 here between the 74 and 27. Side-by-side, 28 looking behind. Going to try and use this to an advantage here. Waiting for the right move. As that 26 now. The 28 will get to the rear end of the 27. Going to maybe help push him a little bit into the turn. That's going to really kill his momentum. The 27 has to slow up a little bit. Looks like he's going to get a little close to comfort for the wall there. Is that 74? Something happened with that 74 and he's going to lose all of his momentum and the 26 will go by him. Now that 28 looking to the high side. The number 27. Can't seem to make it work. Going into turn 1 and 2. That 26 starting to get a little into this picture here. Although we got the number 83 taking advantage of the 74. It looks like the 74 may have used up his stuff, as he is really starting to slow down now and lose a lot of position. At 136 miles per hour in that turn. As now the number 83 seems to take advantage of the 26, and the 27 gets a little, has to check up a little bit before he hits the wall. Now the number 83 is going to take advantage of it. Looking to the low side in 3 and 4 here. He will get his nose to stick on that low lane. Getting a great run out of turn 4. Side by side down the front stretch into turn number 1. Number 83 of Jack Walls looking for the advantage. 27 gets a little run on the high side with the momentum. 83 still knocking out that door. As now the 26 looking to that low side of the 74. Although the 74 did seem to fall back a little bit. Now we got the number 13 and Josh Buckley into the picture here. Look to the low lane. There's a cross over to the high lane on the 26. Can't get it to stick. 74 is going to take the advantage onto the inside. Side by side down the backstretch into turn number 3. 74 gets it to stick on that low lane. 13 can't get that momentum on the high lane. As now these guys are starting to deal with on lap number 33 here of 138. Starting to look like maybe pit stops may come into play real soon. Currently the top 5 are the number 90 of Trey Hoovler, the number 1 of Stephen Page, the number 46 of Philip Martin, the number 92 of Paul Whiteley, and the number 5 and the number 28 of Calvin Allison. That is currently your top 5 right now. As we head back up to the front here, the number 90 has a clear nose in front of him. May start catching lap traffic soon, though. As of right now, he's got a big, comfortable lead between him and second place, as the number 1 of Stephen Page has given up second place to the number 46 of Philip Martin. Philip Martin started 6th place here from Indiana. Currently second position. Only about 7/10 back and gaining on that number 90. Number 46 of Philip Martin. Trying to see if he can bring down home this close to home win here at Iowa.
Caution's out. What is this for?
As caution has flown.
In the wall.
Let's see if we can find the cause of this caution. May just be a debris caution here tonight. Can't seem to find anything. And I'm gonna... Ooh, we got some damage onto the number 88 there. See if we can find an instant replay of what happened to him. Looking like he's just slowing up a little bit. Oh, there we go. We got him into a pack. Ooh. We're going to bring it back just a little bit there. As we're going to put this into slow motion for you here. Actually, not this lap. Ooh, we're going to see the 88 slide up a little bit there into turn 1 and 2 on entry. Oh, the number 2 is going to hit the wall. And that's just going to glide right down into number 88, collecting him and the number 04 here. Terrible way for a lot of drivers for their night to possibly end. Now the leaders do pull off pit road there. some great times. Number 90 of Troy Hoover, though. Hoovler will get the advantage with the pit stall and win the battle off pit road. As the lights are still on the pace car here. Alright. I'll let him do that. But it will let me from there, that's weird. Alright. Nope. Alright. Well, we were going to try and do a driver interview, but looks like we're having a little technical difficulties here with the radio. As Z number 90 does choose the inside lane for the restart. Pace car getting ready to dive in here. Will dive in. Waiting for the green flag to wave, and the number 90 steps on the gas and goes. Pedal to the metal, and the number 90 is in the lead. Trying to pull away from the pack here. Everything tries to get settled out here. It's starting to get a little settled out here in the front. But if we go back just a little bit more, the number 92 and the number 26. Oh no, that's actually the number 13. Side by side, going into turn 1 and 2, coming out of the... Ooh, 92 hits the apron a little bit, gets his car just a little loose. He's going to lose a lot of momentum there in just a couple positions. He's going to try and regain on that. Will regain right up to the bumper. The 26 only lost one position from that incident. As we go back to the 88 here, looks to maybe have some engine damage as this car seems to be maybe down on power. We take a look here, RPM, speed definitely looking to be low. A lap down. Looks like the number 18 may be out of this race here, down on power. As we head back up to the front here now, the number 46 takes advantage of position number 2. Starting to try and reel in that number 90. As it's about single file all the way back. Almost through the whole field, it's single file. As it's all started to settle out here. As we see the number 46 try to use that inside lane to his advantage here. Trying to do anything he can to get that position away from the number 90, who has led every single lap here tonight. So far. Currently so far the leader is the number 90 of Trey Hoovler. Not too far behind him will be the number 46 of Philip Martin. Total of about 51 laps completed here with only one caution so far of 5 laps. Your top 5 looking to have changed a little bit here as the number 46 looks to the inside in 3 and 4. Can't seem to get the momentum out of the turn. Won't lose much time though to that number 90. As in first position will be the number 90 of Trey Hoovler. In second will be the number 46 of Philip Martin. In third, the number 1 of Stephen Page. Fourth, the number 28 of Calvin Allison. Actually now taking over P number 3 from the number 1, as those two are going to battle it out for P3 there. Running out your top 5 here, the number 13 of Josh Buckley. As the 28 of Calvin Allison will overtake that number P3 position there from the number 1. As now the number 46 of Philip Martin onto that rear bumper of the number 90, going into turn 1. Number 90 trying to take any position away, any lane away from this number 46. The 46 just looks strong on every lane. He goes to the inside here. Gonna try and do a little... Can't make it happen though. Tried to make that slide job work, just couldn't make it happen going into turn 1. Trying to lose a little momentum there as now the number 28 is going to start coming up into this picture here for the lead. 46 looking to the inside again on the number 90. Gets to his bumper. Can't clear him though out of the turn. As that number 46 takes that inside lane. Going to start giving more momentum to that number 28 who's choosing the higher lane. As the 46 is going to try and take that lane away from him. And follow whatever lane this number 90 has and try and figure out a way to get around this number 90 as he looks to the inside again. Side by side, coming out of turn number 4, the 90 with the momentum on the high side, just passes right by that 46. Looking to the inside once again. Ooh, a little higher up though this time. Ooh, they're going to get a little too close there. Like they both had... Like the number 46 had to slow up the most though for that. Definitely seeming to be that inside to middle lane is great for turn 1 and 2. That high lane is the lane of choice there. Get a great run out of the turn onto the front stretch. Coming out of 4. As that number 46 is going to get a great run out of the turn number 4. Coming onto the front stretch here, starting to gain a little time on that number 90. Trying to close the gap just little by little here. So plenty of time to go in this race.
Caution's out.
As caution flies for the second time here tonight. See if we can focus on possibly what may have happened. Trying to focus on where. Oh. As it looks like it may just be a debris caution this time. As now the leaders bring it down pit road here. Pit crew's up on the wall, ready to go. Coming down the 28. First into his pit stall. And the number 90 overshoots his pit stall. As he's still overshooting it. This is going to be a real bad pit stop here for the number 90, as he's going to lose a lot of position, as the 46 will take that win off pit road. Oh my god. The number 90 just severely costed himself. In trouble there. Let's see if we can try and get an interview. Is still not allowing me to as we do have a copy here with the number 90 of Trey Hoovler.
Yo.
Ooh, we saw a little bad pit stop there. It looks like your pit stall may have been a little slick there. What happened trying to get into your pit stall?
I don't know. Was stopped and it kept saying either one or the other too far forward, too far back. I don't know. It wouldn't work, so had to keep going back and forth.
Definitely have a dominant car here tonight. Hopefully we can see you get up through this field. Have led every lap so far here tonight. Do you think you have the power of it, what it takes to get to back up to front?
No, Calvin's probably faster. I mean, he started in the back and worked through the field, so now that he's got the track position, I'm looking for him to win, but we'll see.
All right, as he is not too happy. Do you have anything to anybody to thank here tonight before I head you back down?
Oh, Dustin, of course, for putting the league on. Jamie and the teammates here for having fun with me on the channel here. So.
All righty. Well, good luck here tonight, Trey, and hopefully we can see you back up in the front.
Thanks, buddy. Take it easy.
As the number 90 of Trey Hoovler does not sound too happy after that pit stop. But mistakes will happen. And now the number 46 of Philip Martin will take the lead. as these cars side by side, double file, coming through turn 3 and 4 here, getting ready to restart this race. Pace car will dive off. Green flag will wave in the 46, puts the pedal to the metal. As the 46 tries to pull away the 28 to the rear bumper of him, as we had a little 3 wide action there, just for a split second. As, oh, we're seeing a wreck in the back of the field here. And I caught it on my glimpse. Gotta get a replay of that. I believe it will be the number to be a blue car. Let's watch the number 90 of Trey Hovler. I almost keep calling him Troy. I'm sorry. Saw a car get hooked in the back of the picture there. As the number 90 of Trey takes it to the inside, will make it, force it almost to be 3 wide. Kind of 3 wide coming up. He comes up just a little bit. Ooh, he does get turned. That's turned by the number 27 of Blake Majulis. See if we can get like an in-car view here of what happened. As it doesn't seem to want to be working for us. As we're going to see the number 90 slide up just a little bit. He's going to slide up, going to force the 27 to go up just a little bit. And then the 27 has to come down before he hits the number 96. 90 comes up, and he's going to get hooked onto the bumper, front bumper of the number 27. And that, folks, is what will send the number 90 around here tonight. Now he has a lot of severe front end damage there that will send him to his pit stall. See if I can get this radio to be working here. Maybe we can get a nice interview. Another interview at least. As the number 90 of Trey Hovler still continuing to get damage fixed onto his car. Such a disappointing night after being in the front of the field for 50 plus laps, overshooting his pit stall, having to start in the way back of the field and getting caught up into a wreck. Disappointing night for a driver that had a potential chance to win here tonight. As the lights on the pace car do turn off, that will put them double file, getting ready for the restart. As the pace car will dive in, the number 46, the controller of the field, he will put the pedal to the metal, and green flag is waving. As the 46 has that number 92 on that high lane, getting the momentum out of the turn. The number 92 will lead that lap just by a front bumper. Going into turn 1 and 2. The 92 with that high lane momentum. 46 just can't seem to hold on down on the low lane. No grip, it looks like. He is starting to lose a lot of positions from being down there. Shoved out into the dust, just can't seem to get his car up. There's no opening up on that top lane. No car wants to let him in. 46 will have to try and open up his own little hole there to get up on that high lane. And he does. He gets up onto that high lane between the number 13 and 1, but goes right back down to that low lane. I mean, to like that low lane, maybe trying to get it to work. Doesn't seem to get the momentum at the turn as the number 1 starts to get a great run onto him going into turn 1. Trying again on that low lane, losing a lot of momentum as that 1 checks up a little bit, goes to the low lane, trying to get by this 46 side by side into turn number 1. As now that 46 will use that momentum on that high lane to stay in front of that number 1, trying to gain onto that number 13 here. As we go back to the rear of the field here, the number 88 still low on power. Trying to see what we can find here, as most of it's just single file. Ooh, we may have a battle steaming here for 8th position. Maybe not, but the number 2 looking to take advantage of that 6th position from the number 17. Now we got a 3-way battle here for P6 between the 17, 2, and 83. And for the number 83 looking on that low lane on the number 2. Gets to the rear bumper. Oh, big wreck in front of him. The number 1. Number 1 is Stephen Page, or pole sitter. I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. Gets turned around on the front stretch. See what happened. As we're going to slow it down just a little bit more for you here. The number 1 slides up. Ooh, 46 gets a little loose on that high lane. Number 1's just going to come right up. Maybe thinks he's clear and does not, and hooks himself right on the front bumper of the 46. And will spin around. May not look like a lot of damage, but that aerodynamic damage may affect the number 1 in this race. As we will now see what drivers will go down pit lane here. As the leader comes down in, every car behind him follows except the number 2. Number 2 being the odd one out. Number 2 of Dustin Phillips will stay out on track. Same with the number 90 who is back in this race. Will actually get the lucky dog. As now these cars get down onto pit lane here. 92 with a beautiful slide into his pit stall. Crew's getting to work on that car. Right side down, left side going up. As the 92 is down and going. Great pit stop by that 92 team. Beautiful 14.7 second pit stop there for them. Win them the race off of pit road here. The number 92 of Paul Whiteley started 4th here tonight. Currently 2nd position because the number 2 of Dustin Phillips did stay out. Has pitted this time and will retake the lead to the number 92. They'll had 11 laps so far here tonight from the Mid-South area. Started 4th. Currently in the lead with not the most laps led. Definitely has led some laps here tonight to get those bonus points. Still having some technical difficulties here with the radios not allowing me to get any interviews with some people. Just very, very select certain people. As there is 50 laps left on this counter here in tonight's race. The number 92 currently in the lead. Out of the top 5 here tonight. The number 92 of Paul Whiteley. In second, the number 1 making a bounce back of Stephen Page. In third, the number 46 of Philip Martin. In fourth, the number 26 of Dale Albright. And in fifth, rounding out your top 5, will be the number 83 of Jack Walls. As the pace car gets ready to dive down onto pit road, The number 92 on hands here, taking the outside lane. Green flag will wave. Pedal to the metal. They are off. As the number 92 is trying to pull away from the field here, as we got the number 83 getting a massive run under the number 1 here, out of turn number 4 on the high lane, side by side, going into turn number 1. Ooh, we see the number 2 slow on the apron there in the picture. May have just been pulling off a pit road. Uh-oh. Go slow onto the backstretch. Going into turn number 3 has some rear end damage. Will he make it around to pit road though? That is the question before a caution will come out. As he does make it down to pit road, as the number 92 still flooring it around this field here in the front. As the lap's starting to wind down here, these drivers now starting to put a little more on edge. Not giving any leeway here as we see the number 1 fighting with the 26 here for position number 2. As we'll see the number 46 take it low onto the number 10. Able to keep it side by side down the front stretch going into turn 1. Also a side-by-side battle right in front of their bumpers between the 83 and the 1 here. 10's going to try and push the 1 a little bit in front of that 83. 46 backs off a little bit but looks low again going into 3 and 4. Oh, we're going to see the 46 get a little loose and spin. Great save by the number 46 into the infield grass. Gets his car going, but we'll lose a lot of positions there. As we throw it back up here to the front, we're going to see a great battle here between 3 cars. The number 2, who's a couple laps down, trying to force his way back up and get his laps back. He is currently 5 laps down. Ooh, 6 actually. 6, I believe. 5 or 6. Keeps switching around on me over here. It's 4 laps down actually. Trying to force his way back up to the leaders and get his laps back. You see a great side-by-side battle here between the 17 and the 13. Going on the front stretch side by side. Into turn number 1. Who's going to get the advantage? Bumper to bumper so far. Still, 13 pulls away just a little bit, but the 17 is going to get that run on the outside with the momentum. 13 pulls ahead, though. Locks his momentum and will take that position, number 6. As though the 17 looks again. But the 9 onto the inside of the number 96 here. These drivers starting to fight more as these laps start to wind down here. With the 9 trying to pass the number 96, the 74 is coming into the picture here. And here comes the 46 trying to bounce back from getting loose on the front stretch and having a great save into the infield. Trying to bounce back from that and see if he can gain those positions back. We'll keep an eye out on the number 46 here and see what he can do with 36 laps remaining. Maybe hoping for a caution. His tires may be bald spotted a little bit. As the number 46 surges by the number 74 and 9. The 9's going to come back on that high line. He's not going to let it go down easily, though. This 46. Oh, he's going to get a little loose again on that apron. He's getting a little playful there with that apron. He really likes that apron. As this 46 is trying to surge by these cars here. He's getting some great runs down there on that low line right next to the apron. Cars seeming to be real comfortable down there. Uh-oh. Difficulties as we see a little contact between the 74 and the 17 on the front stretch. They keep them going though. As we're going to look back up to the front of the field here. As the laps are starting to wind down here. 29 laps to go. Now this 26 is starting to try and push this 92 out of the way. Looking to the low lane here. Not going to make it happen as he sticks though. Still on the rear bumper of the 92 going into turn number 1. Uh-oh, we're going to see the number 90, or the 26 actually, get a little loose. Caution will come out. Let's get an instant replay of what happened there. Seemed to have happened in turn 3 and 4. It's going to be the next lap. It's going to be, we're going to head down into turn number 1 and 2 here. The number 26 looking to be on some stable grounds. Coming out of turn 1, still good. Shove it into replay there. We're going to see the 83. He's going to get into the back bumper of the 26, and that's just going to spin him out on the rear end there. And the number 10 is going to try and avoid the 26, but will make contact with his rear end. And that will bring out the fourth caution of the night here. Fifth caution of the night, actually. My mistake. As we will see all the leaders come down pit road here. With 25 laps to go here, they can get some nice, fresh, new, thicker tires. As let's see if we get this 92 into another beautiful slide into his pit stall. It will happen. Pit crew gets to work. Right sides are up. Now the left side. As he gets ready and he launches out of his pit stall, so does the 83. The number 92 will win the race off pit road there. 13 choosing to stay out. As trying to get some interviews working here, I'm just not able to. I had some pretty good planned interviews. I have to try and figure these out off stream. With 22 laps here to go, we're going to start seeing a lot of fierce drivers. Pace car gets ready to dive in. We'll dive in. The number 92 will put the pedal to the metal. As, oh, we're going to see the number 1 get into the rear bumper of the 83 before green. Is now the pedal to the metal for all cars. Going into turn number 1, that 83 trying to use that low lane. As, uh-oh, we're going to see a lot of wrecking behind us. Looks like the number 90 will be in it again. 21 laps to go. Caution is out. And an instant replay on what happened there going into turn number 1. 90 back on the lead lap, trying to get his car back up front. See if we can get a good replay here, as they will go into turn number 1 and 2 here. As we're going to see the number 1 stack up the field a little bit. 10 has to check up. 9 slides right up into the number 90, turning him sideways. And that, folks, will bring out your 6th caution of the night here. As the number 26 will get stacked up, rear-ending to the number 9. Ooh, 17 body slams, basically T-boning the number 9. That's going to bring out another caution of the night here, folks. And these drivers are just getting antsy, trying to do anything they can to try and get up and win this race.
$99.
All right. Do we have a copy here with the number 17 of Tommy Haynes?
10-4, buddy.
All right, Tommy. We've seen some great battling out of you here tonight, and you're up to P number 4. It seems like maybe the highest you've been here tonight. What do you got to do to try and bring this win home tonight?
Probably just stay out of trouble. I took 2 tires the last stop. It seemed like it was pretty good on that start there. Let's hopefully I can hold them off back here and see what I can do with these leaders up here.
You got some fast cars up there, but you've got some great opportunities to do so. You got anybody to thank before we head you back down here for tonight?
Thank all those by Nelson.com on my sponsors tonight. Teammates Jamie Christian, Trey Hoovler, Dale Albright. And we're missing Chris tonight. He had a prior event, but we'll catch him next week.
All right. Well, good luck tonight. Number 17 of Tommy Haynes. Has got some driver interviews working, but still trying to work on a couple other ones. Let's see if we can get a hold of the number 92. Ooh. Not able to. What the heck? Huh. Not allowing me access to get a contact with him. Maybe his crew chief doesn't want me talking to him. As these cars are double spile though. 92 takes that top lane once again. Getting ready for this restart. There will be 15 laps to go on this restart. As the pace car gets ready to dive down in. These cars coming up. Green flag is waving. Pedal to the metal, boys. This race is starting to get a little more antsy as the 83 will pull away. Going down to turn number 1 and 2 here. 83 with the advantage on that low lane, getting a great start. 15 laps to go here. We're seeing the number 17 lurk into the picture on the rear bumper of the 92. Gives it up just a little bit. Almost 3 wide there between him and the 88. 88 not low on power, but somehow up into the top 5. 17 looking to the low line on the number 92. To see if he can make it stick down there and possibly gain that momentum out of the turn. Gets a great run, but has to hold up because of the 46 in front of him. Gets put into the wall. And we're going to see the number 10 spinning. That will bring out another caution of the night. 17. Wow, is that a close call right there. Just to show you how close of a call that was. That was inches of almost being T-boned. See if we can get an instant replay here of the number 17 here. Getting a great run out of turn number 2. Had to check up just a little bit for the number... Ooh, and he's going to get a little net code, which puts him right into the wall. It's just going to be a little scrape there. Doesn't look like anything aerodynamic. And wow, look at that stop. When I mean look at that stop, just inches away from each other. As the 17 fakes it and will stay out. He's going to stay out on that drive, along with every other driver up in the front. Currently, your top 5 drivers will be the number 83 of Jack Walls in first, leading just 6 laps here tonight. In second, the number 92 of Paul Whiteley. In third, the number 46 of Philip Martin. In fourth, the number 1 of Stephen Page. And in fifth, rounding out your top 5, the number 74 of Ryan Sampsell. Rounding out your top 5 there, the number 74 making a peek up into this win area. Haven't seen him much up front here tonight. Has about 8 laps to go estimated for this restart. Currently summary so far here tonight. Total laps of 128 completed, with just 5 different lead changes, 7 cautions for 33 laps and counting. As the lights on the pace car turn off, indicating green this time. Number 92 on the inside lane. Doesn't have the choice of lane. The number 83 of Jack Walls will choose that outside lane. As the pace car, coming out of turn number 4, gets ready to dive in. Pace car dives in. The number 83 puts the pedal to the metal. Green flags waving. 8 laps to go here tonight. As that number 83 gets a far advantage of the field here. Trying to see if he can open that gap to possibly get the race win here tonight. Hoping that that number 92 gets involved in fighting for P2. That number 92 getting a great run through turn 3 and 4 there. 1 into the wall. Going to lose a lot of positions because of that. Just keeps falling back and back. Losing a lot of momentum. 17 touches the number 01. Almost slides up into him. Wow, these drivers are getting antsy here tonight. 7 laps to go remaining. 3 wide behind him for this position. Oh, 17 gets turned. That's going to bring out your 8th caution here tonight. Possibly may be ending this race here. Have to count on it and see. We got a live shot of that. Let's go back and look at it one more time then, folks. The drivers getting just a little antsy here tonight. Laps are winding down. That means more pressure to put on. Harder to race. See, 2 laps before this. Number 1 into the wall, losing a lot of momentum. 17 into the rear of the 01. Bumper to bumper slamming here. Down the back stretch, they were 3 wide. Going into the turn. 3 wide behind them. 17 has no grip, slides right up to the wall. Number 10 gets into him and turns him. That brings out yours 8th caution here tonight, folks. As there may be 2 laps to go remaining on this restart, if we do get a restart. Right now we are just watching the lights on this pace car. 3 laps to go here and the lights are still on. Right now this number 83 of Jack Walls just kind of hoping that this race does end under caution. Doesn't want to have to see him have to try and fight, use all of his might to try and hold off this 92 or this 46. They're going to be powerhousing if there's a 2-lap shootout, even a 1-lap shootout. There's going to be I'm going to believe there's going to be some insane moves happening here. As they're coming around. Berries this time. If the lights on the pace car stay on, this race is over. If they turn off, it'll be a 1-lap shootout for the win. Eyes on the pace car as they cross the start-finish line. And that is it. The race has been official. No restart can happen with 2 laps to go here. I'm going to declare the winner as of the number 83 of Jack Walls. Started P3 here tonight. Only led 14 laps, but he's going to lead the most important lap, the final lap of this race. No matter under green or under caution, he will lead the most important lap of this race, which is the final lap. Coming around to the white flag here. There will be no restart happening. It's been a hard, long fought race here for this number 83 team. Definitely going to see some celebrations here out of him tonight. Based out of the Atlantic. Coming in here tonight. Starting off P3, had a strong car in qualifying. Stayed in the mid of the pack for most of the race until starting to get down to the end of the race where he started to really show his horsepower. He will now come around out of turn number 4 behind the pace car. Checkered flag is waving. Number 83 will cross the start-finish line and take that checkered flag. Let's see if maybe we can get these driver interviews working. Ooh, we're going to see number 13 there, maybe giving him a little good job tap. Oh! Gonna see a car. Maybe didn't know that the 83 was starting celebrations. Maybe just ran right into the number 83 there. Don't see any damage out of the 83. May have just barely missed him. 83 will burn down this house tonight, celebrating this hard-fought long win. Pull up our results here for tonight. Trying to see if I can get the top 3 in for some interviews here. Still not letting me do it. Well, looks like after an amazing race here tonight, great battles, heartbreaking moments, some mistakes have happened. In the end, the team that prevailed to take home the checkered flag here tonight was the number 83 of Jack Walls here, live on Non-Stop Racing TV. I've been your commentator, Zach Mecca, here tonight. We hope you guys had a great night here, and have a safe and happy New Year. Good night, everybody. Have a safe trip, and please, please do not drive home drunk. That is not advised. Call a cab, call a friend, save a life. Good night, everybody.